2, 1. Yo, what's good? It's your girl, Becky the Poet here. We have Bria Seed here. We had her in a previous interview with her sister, T. Marie. But today, we have a special episode on Stay One Up. But go ahead and introduce yourself for people who don't know you, who already do know you, but, you know, they just still want to know who you are.
So, what's up? I am Bria Seed, you know what I'm saying? Representing for the soul music out there, for the good music out there, you know. And I'm back with Becky once again.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Look, we twinsy today.
We are.
She got the hoodie, I got the long sleeve.
Had to make sure I represented today, you know.
Let's go. I don't know how to do the dance. The Millie Rock?
Yeah.
Something
like that. It's
okay, we
just
scooping up. Oh, that was a good one. Okay.
There you go. You got it.
All right. So, you're dropping an EP.
Yes.
I'm going to hopefully get this edited soon. But if so, you're dropping an EP. When is the date?
February 16th.
Ooh, after Valentine's Day.
Right after Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, I have a question.
The love is in the air.
So last interview that I did with you, you write your feels a lot. Is this a type of people who had breakups or no, like lonely Valentine's Day?
No, not at all. It's nothing but good vibes. That's all I can say. You gonna want to replay it over and over and over again. Nothing but good energy and good vibes. Period.
I do want to say you dropped your single with Preach.
Yes.
Shout out to Preach. That poem was amazing, and just the cycle, like the content, what it was about, the just everything about the song itself is like relatable.
Yes.
So for all who don't know, explain a little bit what Cycle was about and why did you decide to release that single?
So Cycles is pretty much, or the perspective that I wrote it from was from really when you're outside of a cycle and you're starting to realize like, you know, what might have put you there and the things you start to notice. And I feel like I wanted to put that out because like you said, it is relatable. And I feel like a lot of people around the world are ending cycles and starting new beginnings. So I feel like, you know.
Did you write that song for 2021? Because, you know, 2020 was a blur.
I actually didn't. I wrote it last year. I want to say like around like Thanksgiving time. Yeah. So, you know, I knew once I wrote it, I was like, the message got to get out. It got to get out.
That is true. I feel like we all go through like cycles of like the same thing.
Right.
I call it roller coaster of life, where you kind of just go up and down this hump. But I totally understand when you compare it to going through these cycles, because it's like continuous. Like you're gonna be sad at one point in life, you're gonna be angry, mad, and you just go through like the coping mechanisms of how to get through any situation.
Right.
I will say it was a good single to drop.
Thank you.
The process of picking the single to drop before the EP, like what did you have to go through mentally, and the process of elimination of how to choose this was the one?
When I wrote it, I kind of knew it was the one, just because, like, just the power, just that I felt within the piece. And then once Preach added his, added his stuff to it, I was just like, yo, this is the one. This is the one. So it wasn't necessarily like a long process where I kind of had to pick and choose. It was just one of them ones. I just knew, like, that's it. That's it.
I know when it comes down to a single, sometimes we've seen it all before, where a single can overpower the whole EP or album, right? Where that one single is the only thing that was great. And sometimes artists release 2 singles before they release the actual EP. And I feel like, you know, we see those people tweet or the statuses about, oh, well, we already heard the good songs, you know, and everything else is just filters in between. Do you feel like you have another one, or do you just feel like the whole EP is just lit?
Man, that junk is thorough. I'm telling you, Becky. I'm not even gonna lie to you, okay? I feel like Cycles was just a setup, like, for what the rest of the EP is gonna sound like, and I feel like the people are gonna love it. Everybody's gonna love it because I love it, and I'm just like, God damn, I can't believe I made it. Oh my God!
It's good to see an artist really excited about their music.
Yes.
I think one thing is, as an independent artist who's starting out or just trying to continue to get her foot in the door, we run into other people's opinions. And that's really hard because some people are like, it's not that great, right?
Right.
And I will say it's different recording in our bedrooms and studios because, you know, you kind of listen to yourself, you're like, shit, I'm dope. Like, you know, you will hype yourself up all day, but you go to a studio with a producer who has a good ear. It's like, hey, just tweak it up here, you know?
Right.
I will say it's not just about the artist, too. I feel like it's a team of people who help correlate the whole, like, EP.
Right.
Because a single is different. You know, you have you and the producer, and maybe if you added a feature or anything, but with the whole EP, you kind of have a team of people who say, like, Bria, this order sounds good, or this song should be first. So how did you go about picking your order of songs for your EP?
Well, for this EP, I actually had every track I was like, I had a title for it before I even wrote to it. So for me, it was kind of like, I don't know, I feel like with this project, it was something that I was meant to put out. Not necessarily I just did an EP because I'm like, oh, I need another project.
Right.
I feel like everything I'm saying was meant for me to just release and let it out. And it came together so beautifully. I'm just like, I'm still in shock, honestly. Like,
well, you have a very beautiful voice.
Thank you.
A voice that honestly, like, I was listening to Spotify's R&B playlist. One of I think it was like chill R&B's or something, and they played LMA, they played like the modern stuff, and I love the R&B pop aspect, but I do miss like the heartbreaking R&B, the soulfulness, the touching, the emotions, and it's crazy because right now it's kind of switching to like R&B, pop, with a little bit of rap in there, but you listen back to like Mario or Omarion, Icebox, like those heartbreaking
that
songs
just made
like,
you feel
so
like,
are we gonna get that like vibe?
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel like a lot of my inspiration that came from this EP is a lot of back when I was younger. My pops used to play Erykah Badu for me, and I listen back to the EP, and I'm just like, God, dog, like. Dude, so I just feel like I just hear it and I feel it like just throughout the whole piece. So it's just a lot of soul. It's a lot of both spoken word. It's a lot of poetry. And it's just good, feel good music. Yeah.
You also do poetry too. I've listened to your past songs, and you not only just sing, you also add a little bit of poetry too, which kind of makes sense because I know previous interview we talked about how you write a lot about your feelings, right? And it only makes sense to add that. You're kind of like, is it her?
Yeah,
her.
She's actually one of my.
She added poetry in her EP, one of them, and I thought that was beautiful because she was spelling her name L. Wait. LMA.
Yeah, LMA too. They both do it actually.
Okay.
They both do it.
Yeah, her does it and LMA does it because I know she was spelling her name and each interlude of her song was like first letter, which I thought that was beautiful and amazing. While you're doing this EP, I know we talk about this before. It comes with doing visuals. Yeah. Now, how is that process going?
It's actually going really good. I'm taking it
step by
step. But I'm on track with it. So I've been doing good with keeping myself on track. And even if it's just little visuals here. Just making it on whatever apps I got on my phone to collaborating with my uncle. He actually has his videography company with him and his friends. So, reaching out to him, whatever he can do for me, I appreciate everything he does. So, yeah, I've been keeping on track. Once I move, I'm really excited to kind of...
I see your content, too. I think your video that you release is you chilling and just, like, having your whole setup that you're writing vibe and practicing and just going through it out loud, which I thought that was, we love the behind the scenes. Yeah. Everybody always wants to know.
I'm so glad we got to capture that moment too.
Was it here at your?
Yes, it was.
Nice.
Yes. So that was during the holidays. That was like when I wrote around Thanksgiving time, and my pops and his girlfriend were here, and I think I wrote it that morning. Yeah. And so once we got some chill time that day, I was like, I want to hear what I wrote this morning because it's been on my mind like all day. And he was like, yeah, come on, play it, put the music on, let's go. And so you can see in the video, he's just like, damn, girl, like, you know
how your dad is
That's
so
my
supportive.
seed. Yes, absolutely.
Is that where the second half of your name came from?
No, it's not. But
Okay.
it can be. It all fits together.
So, basic question: how did you choose your name, Bria Seed?
So for me, my real name is Brianna Rowland. And I feel like everybody, well, from my hometown, knows me by that name because my last name is just one of those names. You know, I grew up in the church. My grandmother and grandfather are the pastor and wife of that church. And so it's like everybody knows me as that. And you have that certain persona next to that name. And so me evolving throughout, you know, my cycles and just my own growth.
She gonna throw that in there?
Yeah, my own growth. I've just learned to be more authentic within myself, and whatever feels true to me, you know, I'm gonna do it. I want to show it. I want to be it. And so for me, I was like, I don't want to use my name because everybody knows me as that.
Right.
So I was like, I don't know. It just popped in my head, and I was like, Bria Seed. I was like, Brie is a seed. I'm a seed. You know, just thinking in my head, and I'm like, Bria Seed, that's kind of catchy. So I was like, I could use that, and it's really more of like an affirmation to myself. Like, no matter where I go, whether it's negative or positive, I have to be intentional with everything that I do, because at any moment you could be planting a seed to someone or someone else, or somebody else is planting a seed unto you. So it's just to keep that positive healing energy.
I really like that.
So yeah, because intention is important.
Yeah, you're like Bria Seed. It's catchy, rolls off the tongue very well, like you said, and also it's like unforgettable.
Yeah,
you know, you're like, man, you know that artist Bria Seed, and it's just you know, that's it. Like, oh yeah, I know her, and it's like, no, I haven't seen anyone have that name. Like,
yeah.
So
I made sure I looked too. I'm like on the internet, like, let me see if it's in here. The Bria Seed's out here. Let me see, but. I was good for the clip.
Somebody might take it right now.
Shit.
You better trademark there.
Hey, me.
Not me.
Hey, me.
So, you're going through to releasing this. You're working on your visuals. Mm-hmm. Are you going to take a break, or are you going to continue to work on more music?
I feel like I want to take a small break. I don't want to take too much of a break, just for the simple fact that I am getting ready to transition, going to a whole nother state. So it's like I know I need to take the time to kind of just rest, release, regroup, recharge. Yeah. And then hopefully by summertime, I'll be back in action. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So what's your best season to write music? Do you like summertime, like the energy, or do you like the cozy winter, or do you like the warm, cool fall? Like, what is it?
I think summertime, I feel like that energy is just, you know, it's just that get up and go kind of feel good summer day, chilling in the pool, you know, whatever you want to do. It's really easy to kind of be in the energy to be motivated to kind of write. So I love writing during summertime, but like I feel like the fall and the winter time is when you kind of really get to get in like your feels. And that's me all the way.
That's totally true. Like right now, whatever season you're watching this in is like gloomy, it's cold, you don't want to leave the house, you just want to be cope in your bed, and you just want to listen to like lo-fi music,
right?
And just
seriously,
and just get inspired by like instrumental. So I understand what you're talking about. I prefer like cozy winter, fall type of ordeal. Summer is a time where my mind is just like resting, where I'm ready to just be creative in different levels to inspire my writing. So totally understand that part. I will say this, Drake is probably a wintertime writer, and he writes for the summer.
Man,
you know?
Right.
So, totally understand that.
Right.
So, you're going to go through this EP, you got the visuals, take this little break. Yeah. Now, when that break, let's hypothetically say this break is a little bit too long, are you going to release a random single? Are you going to release...
I don't know, honestly. I don't think I have an answer for that. Right now, I'm that type of person where I'm just making sure that at all times I'm aligned with myself. And I feel like once you're at that level with yourself, it's easier for you to discern like what the next move is, if this is the right move. If you know, it's kind of easier for you to be in that flow without having to kind of just like micromanage everything. So at this point, whatever comes is what's gonna come. So and that's just gonna be that.
The emotions through this, writing this EP, how involved emotionally were you involved with this?
I feel like emotionally I was in a much lighter headspace. Like I said, Cycles was something that was really therapeutic for me. I feel like I've ended so many cycles that's allowed me to get out and actually put myself out there in a space with other artists and other creators and be able to be myself. Because if I was still in some of these cycles, you probably wouldn't see me doing what I'm doing, like, at all. Because in the past, it's been to a point where, like, I let kind of things just completely shut me down.
Mold you into
that
literally
person at that let it define me. Yeah. So this is all just, you're all just seeing the happy space.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's a really beautiful EP.
I enjoy
a lot of beautiful energy.
Happy R&B music because, I mean, I mean my feels listening to them heartbreak songs, man.
Right.
But it's like I'm not even heartbroken. It just puts me there.
Right.
So I totally understand where you're coming from with that. But I also love the fact that you were in a happy place when you wrote this, allowing us to feel it and just go through your emotions, because sometimes we need that in our life.
Yeah.
You know? I know Janae, sometimes her stuff is like up and down, depending on like how she feels as well too. Yeah. So I feel like you fit in that category. Would you say so yourself?
I would. She's actually one of my biggest inspirations.
So I'm just hitting it all.
Yes. But yeah, I get a lot of inspiration from her as well. And I feel like, you know, I'm one of those people that just, whatever I'm going through is what I'm going to write about. So this EP is just me going through, me deciding that I want to be happy. I am happy. And I want to, you know, spread that to other people to say, you can get to that point too. You know? You just got to work at it. That's all.
I know it just wasn't all just you on this. Who do you have featured on this? Go ahead and give me a little shout out, a little thank you.
So obviously, I got Preach. Woo, Preach, shout out, woo woo. And then I also have Monet Black on there. I also have T. Marie, my sister. Okay. And then I also have one of my label mates, PJ Lynn. He's a part of Some Natives. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited. Some really great features. Each of them did absolutely amazing. I didn't have any type of direction on what I wanted them to do. I was just like,
just do it.
I want you on this song. Whatever you're going to do, I believe in you. Let's go. And they came through like I knew they would. So thank you.
I like that. Yeah. I like that a lot just because, as in general, as a creative, you like when someone says, I want this idea, but do whatever you want with it, because you allow this collab to work, you know? Yeah. And also sometimes you realize that this collab may not work, right? Because what you gave me was not what I wanted. Right. So for you to allow them to be creative and have it be compatible is very amazing. Yes. Because it's very hard. Thing. Because sometimes I listen to Drake's features and I'm like, did they just copy and paste his verse here? You know? It's It's just kind of one of those things like, does it make sense?
Right. So I wanted really each of them to kind of shine in their own way, collabing with me and just meshing together so beautifully, and it's just amazing. I can't wait for y'all to hear it.
So, you know how on when you buy food, they always like you should serve it like this. So when someone's listening to your EP, what do you think the actual vibe should be like? Picture it like we're gonna go ahead and play an imagery game here, right? Okay. So what do you picture anybody who's listening to your EP, like what do they must have, what are they doing, and etc.
I feel like anytime you are doing anything where you're taking care of yourself, any self-care moment that you take throughout your day, put that junk on. It's gonna make you feel 10 times better. When you together with a group of people that you know these type of people, they just got that vibe. It's just a certain energy that you get with certain people. Put that on. It's gonna have the party bumping. Just when you're not feeling good, when you just feeling like, I wish I was in a good mood right now. You know what I'm saying?
Need a pick me up.
If you need a pick me up, put this junk on, and I promise you, you're gonna feel good. You're gonna feel good.
So out of Cycles being your favorite single or song on your EP, I can tell because it's one of your singles, and also you really had a strong faith in it. give us another favorite that you really loved on the EP.
It's so hard.
That you think other like the reaction of your team was just like, yes, that's the one. That's the second one.
Definitely. I guess I should say all the features. Yeah, definitely the song that me and Monet did is definitely a song for self-empowerment. Beautiful. Myself and My Sister, that song there is
it's very personal.
Is a great one. It's a great one. It's very earthy.
What did you do?
It's very earthy. It's very earthy.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that's a good vibe too. And then myself and PJ Lynn, that song right there is probably gonna make you cry. And it's gonna be a happy cry, but it's very full. Yeah,
I love those.
Yeah,
and you just like I watch proposal YouTube videos and I'm like I'm crying with you because it's so beautiful.
Yes, I mean every time I listen to it, I'm just like, literally. So it's just so beautiful, like the message itself.
I really want to say, I haven't listened to it yet. No one has listened to it, but I'm just going to say it was a great one. And
it is.
Once I do get to listen to it, I'm going to just do a review of how I enjoyed it. Because I listened to your past songs, and those are very beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
And your energy is just so overwhelming, like very positive. It's like a feel-good energy, and I know you're going to bring that into your music. I'm really happy for you.
Thank you, Becky.
Please don't take a long break. Keep putting
I'm gonna
out
make sure I
new
keep
stuff,
that momentum built up.
Because once that momentum drops, you're just like, ugh.
Right.
So just take it
I'm
while it
is. Right. I'm gonna keep myself on my toes.
You are blessing our ears. Really love it, and I really hope
Thank
if
y'all
you guys
for supporting, man.
are watching this, and if you listen to her EP, go ahead and get in the name, where it's gonna be, and your social media, and just where can they find you?
I got you. Trial and Error EP coming to all streaming platforms February 16th. Your girl Bria Seed. Follow me on Instagram _Bria Seed Music, Twitter _Bria Seed Music. Do I have anything else? YouTube Bria Seed. It ain't much on there. It's some stuff on there, but we progressing. Okay,
we're working on it.
Progression over perfection. Becky, stay one up.